so that I can start up something that will be feeding me. The prophet told me no, that he cannot give me money just like that, but he will help me to teach me all kinds of things which they do in ministry business. But I did not know that ministry has turned to business. He asked me to look around and see all kinds of people that comes to his ministry, which he do prophecy for.
Pastor,
he asked me to look at them,
Pastor?
the people he do go for prophecy in their families. He said he want to teach me how to do ministry business, but I never knew that ministry has turned to business, and I agreed. He took me to a place. He told me that this is where he got the power. We met a woman that worships marine spirit, and the woman told me that she goes to River Niger to get all kinds of materials which they use in fake prophecy and family revelation, and I agreed. The woman asked me to look for a hall where I can start up ministry. Then I got this hall we're into. She told me that we need to do some sacrifices in this hall, so that if I start up this my ministry, people will be trooping in for prayers. She promised me that I'll be giving all kinds of fake prophecies to people. She told me that we do it on a market date. On that market date, the woman brought all kinds of charms, and she asked me to buy a goat and other things for sacrificials. On that day, we came to this my church today and dug a pit over there and buried a charm and that live goat in this particular pulpit. And the woman told me that as the goat decays and as maggots are coming out of it, so shall people be trooping into this my ministry.
God forbid.
And I agreed,
Pastor,
and bury all those things in this pulpit and close it. And most of you started coming into this my ministry. And that is how many fake ministries have their own foundations. I am not saying that there is no original one from God, but what I'm saying is that if we have about 5,000 ministries around, about 4,950 are our members went to one place or the other to got this evil power in order to be extorting money from people. Today, I want to open your eyes, because God has flogged me bitterly and asked me to go and confess all the iniquities that I've committed in the name of ministry, and all the iniquity that so many people are committing in the name of ministry. I want to tell you the way that I goes for family liberation. I am the person that buries those charms that I comes to your family to uproot. There was a charm I went to Igala and I got it from a native doctor. I can voke whatever I like. I can plant any evil seed I want to plant anywhere. And in so doing, I used to get money from people in dubious ways. I use it even to take people's wives and even take blessings from people. Whenever I wake up maybe if I want to go for family liberation or to put charm, I will first of all urinate and drink back my urine according to the instruction that native doctor gave to me. That native doctor at Igala told me that I have familiar spirit, but because people no longer visit native doctors, that I should be doing it in church way, because people are no longer patronizing native doctors. And he told me that I'm a native doctor in spirit, but physically people will be seeing me as pastor, prophet, and so on and so forth. I want to tell you people the way I perform these miracles that I used to perform here, and the ways in which so many of our evil colleagues perform all kinds of demonic miracles.
Why?
And whenever we do it, you people will be clapping and saying that God is using me or using us.
Why?
There was a chemical we used to buy 1,200 naira in the market. Anytime I drop these chemicals on my handkerchief, I will allow it to dry up. If I come to this my ministry, anytime I bring out this my handkerchief, because this chemical does not accept air at all. Anytime I fry this my hanky on the air and fry it, because it doesn't like air at all. If I fly it, I'll ask you people to start praying that God of Elijah will send fire. Then you people will start praying, God of Elijah send a fire, God of Elijah send a fire. Anytime you are praying, I will continue to fly this hanky. Before you know it, this handkerchief will catch fire. You people begin to clap and say that God is using me. Another thing that I'm using this chemical for, sometimes I will ask you people to write prayer requests and bring it here, because the God of Elijah will use fire to answer. Then if you people write all those prayer requests and bring it here, I will ask one of my evil agents, I will ask him to drop this chemical in a paper and put it inside the envelope and join it with your own prayer request. Anytime I notice he have done what I ask him or her to do, I will ask you people to come together. Let us pray. As we are praying, I will as well drop that chemical at my palms. I will touch the envelopes. If I touch it and touch it, before you know it, smoke will begin to come out of it. Before you know it, it will catch fire. This is fake. This is one of the ways we use in duping people in the name of ministry. Another ways in which I do evil in this my ministry,
Pastor,
there is another chemical.
Why, Pastor?
If you're a woman and come to me for deliverance, there is a chemical. If I drop that chemical on my palms, I will ask you to bend down so that I will wash away all the evil spirit on your head. Anytime I touch your head, I'll start pouring water upon your head. That water will be coming out. The water will turn into blood. It is not God that called me. This power is not from God. Let me show you how we do it. Have you seen this chemical? Let me pour it. Let me drop it on this handkerchief. Let me drop it for you to see. Let me do it again so that you will see how it will catch fire. This is fake. It is one of the ways in which we dupe people. Let me do it again. Have you seen it? Have you seen it? Just like that. It's fake. There was a time it looks as if people are no longer patronizing me in my ministry. Then I went to one of my friends whose ministry is situated at Aba in Abia State, and I told him, my friend, there's problem. It's like this job is no longer paying. He asked me not to worry. He took me to Cross River State. Then we went and met a man who has ministry as well. Fake prophet, fake pastor. It's a fake ministry. I explained everything to him and told him that my own ministry business is no longer moving and people are not patronizing me again. He told me there is no problems. The man brought out something and he showed us so many things and how to use it. He gave me something to drink, and as I drank it, immediately I drank that thing. My body changed. My body began to behave as if I don't know myself again.
God forbid.
The power was too much on me. The power was moving me up and down. The power was intoxicating me. What I was using this power for became too much, to the extent that sometimes I can pour water upon somebody. If I pour the water upon the person, I will touch the person's stomach. If I touch the person's stomach, I will touch the person's body from up till down. Before I go to the person's head, the person will vomit something. He may vomit ring, he may vomit lizard, he may vomit scorpion. I will tell the person that this is the person's problem. But it was that power that I got from that man that is doing that evil job. It is not from God. That's why I continue to do all kinds of evil in this ministry. That man that I met at Calabar taught me so many kinds of evil work in the name of evil ministry. To the extent sometimes I'll ask people to buy keys so that we can lock up their enemies. If you people buy all those keys, if you lock up all those keys, I will collect all those keys from you people. Let me tell you, whenever you lock up these keys, you are locking up your destiny. Those keys that you people are bringing to me to lock people up, I used to take all of them and pour it in a big river in Cross River State. Some keys are still remaining here, but others I have poured it inside that river in Cross River State. To the extent that whatever you are getting, I may ask you to pay tithe, but all of you that are here, I'm taking 70% of your profit that you are making on earth. All of them are coming to me spiritually and physically. Another thing that I commit that man taught me is this, because that power told me that I can be having sex with man or woman or any kind of animals. There was a boy, I noticed that he has a great destiny and he's a musician, so I tried all I could to have sex with him. The name of that boy is Chidimma. I tried to have sex with him. He refused, and I called one of my agents, a female agent. Then I told her to try your best to sleep with that young boy. After sleeping with him, I will pay you 20,000. After you might have slept with that boy, wash your private parts, bring the water.
Pastor,
I want to do something with it.
Why, Pastor?
The girl went.
Why?
Toasted the boy, had sex with him, washed her private parts, and she brought it to me.
Why?
Then I drank it. Immediately I drank that thing, I've taken over the destiny of that young boy till today, to the extent he will not prosper again. Another thing that power does is this. There was a small calabash chair that man gave to me. He asked me to bring it to this my church and bury it over there. Whenever you come to this my church to see me or in my office, I will have a spiritual eyes to be seeing so many things about you, but I don't have solution. He told me that what is reigning now is prophecy, that nobody wants to hear the word of God, that what is reigning now is prophecy. Then I brought that old chair here and buried it at the end of that place. Let us dig it out so that you will see it. It means that whenever I ask you to visit me in my office, I will see everything about you, but I don't have solution. And I want to tell you, whenever I notice that your mind is not in what I'm saying, or maybe I prophesy to you after my prophecy and ask you to bring money, let us do this work or the other for you, and I notice that you don't want to bring the money, or you want to show that you have sense, I will use that power in me, cause problem in your family, or even accident, something that will make you to run back fast to me. And in so doing, I keep on making money in this my ministry. I kept on making money. It is painful to me because so many of you have desired to seek God in truth and spirit, but most of our colleagues have open ministry in order to be making money and nothing more. My ministry is Oluwa Intervention Christ Prayer Ministry. All these things we are just adding the name of God just to be duping people. That man that I went to see at Cross River State, I noticed that the man goes to river to bring all kinds of materials, to the extent that there are so many things that he disputes and supplies to so many people. The thing I'm talking about is inside all kinds of markets. I want you to know, whenever you are using it, you are initiating yourself into marine kingdom. There is one we call love cream. Whenever you rub it, any man that sees you will like to have sex with you. He will like to toast you. He will like to do one thing or the other with you. But this is one of the ways we initiate people in marine kingdom. It could be maybe sometimes you see yourself swimming in a dream, but it's because of these evil materials that you are using. It's bringing that evil to you. There's what we call love cream. There's another thing we call eyelash. It's part of the things that this man sells. It is part of the thing that this man supplies to ministries. And all kinds of ministries are selling this material that I'm talking of today. Maybe it could be that some of you that are hearing me today have bought it in one place or the other, and you might have used it. Whenever you use that eyelash, if you see a man, you will desire for the man to toast you. It's one of the ways in which we initiate people into marine kingdom from ministry. Another ways in which we use to dupe people, we have agents in all different kinds of churches. The works of that our agent is to make sure they will be bringing people into our ministry. If they goes there, they will be telling people all kinds of stories about me, promoting me, because all my agents are used to settle them financially. My agents that are here, is it not true? It is truth. I settle every one of them financially. Sometimes my agents goes to far place to bring somebody to act just like that boy over there. He wasn't an imbecile. It is an arrangement. I paid him 15,000 before he acted that thing he acted the other day. He acted as an imbecile, and I pray for him. He became well. He is not an imbecile. I paid him 15,000.
Pastor, why?
And paid the person that brought him 9,250 naira.
Why?
Is it not true, Chukwudi? Because you are the person that brought him to this place. Another way in which I used to dupe people is this. Sometimes I'll ask you people that all of us will wash our hands in pans or in drawers. I want to tell you, after you might have washed your hand and go home, I will carry that water to the people that I'm dealing with. they will carry that water and pour it into a big river. It means that all of you are uncaged spiritually by my power, so that you people will not go away from this my ministry. And whatever I say is what you people will agree with and be doing it. Another thing in which way the fake ministries are doing, of which you people knows that so many fake ministries are doing it. Sometimes we will tell you that we use water from coconut to bath you or bath your head. Anytime we use this water to bath you and throw away that water, do you know what it means? It means we have taken over all your brain and mind. It is now under our power, to the extent that even if I thought you are progressing or you are stagnant, it means what you are doing will be stagnant. And this our fake ministry, once you are attending it, you will be meeting all kinds of accidental things, so that you keep on coming and you believing that I have solution, but I have no solution. It is only Almighty God, the only God, Jesus Christ, is the one that can give you solution. All the things we do in this my ministry church is just bring this and take that. But God flogged me bitterly yesterday night and asked me to go and confess and say all the iniquity that I have been committing, so that he will forgive me. And he asked me to say other evil that so many ministers are doing, the way so many ministers are taking people into worship of idol in the name of worshiping God. Do you know that many ministries in this country, most
Pastor,
of them
why?
are using all kinds of materials to work on people? You that are attending such ministry, have you asked yourself, where are they getting all these materials from?
Why?
Do you know some of them are being bought from Marine Queen? Some will ask you to buy this, you buy it Arab. They ask you to bring your clothes, you bring your clothes. They ask you to break kolanut, you break kolanut. All these things that we are doing, and you are doing it. Have you asked yourself, where are they getting these materials from? Do you know that some oils, will rub on your people? Some fake olive oil. Most of them are not olive oil. Some of them are being caused by occultic men and women. And that's why what you are doing is not progressing. And even some staffs that so many fake prophets have been given to you, or even some pictures of most fake prophets that you keep in your house, is the things that have been attacking you and causing premature death in your family. I remember when I was serving Eddie Nog as a servant. That time I did not know that I was worshiping Satan. After our father Eddie Nog died, that time we used to do all kinds of things. We used to take people to rivers. But I later abandoned everything about ministry. But now I notice that what we are committing now is far more than what Eddie Nog committed his own evil prophet time.